Autumn Haul Lookbook for 2022. Effortless style outfits from the high street, the independents and the designers for the season ahead. Hello, hope you're all well and ready for a large dose of autumn inspiration with today's haul and lookbook. My edit of all the best new in pieces around right now, and I'm sharing my styling tips and outfit ideas of how I put them all together. I feel very fortunate to be partnering with the stunning brand CARAT London again, so I'll also have a beautiful collection of new in ethical jewellery to share with you all a little bit later on. But first, I have 14 beautiful pieces new in my wardrobe for autumn 2022, so we better get started and see what you all think. The maxi skirt. Hopefully you saw my big fashion trend video that came out last week. Now if you missed that, I shall link it below so you can watch that one after this. But there we talked about maxi lengths being hugely on trend again for this season, and not of the floaty variety. This autumn winter is all about those clean, straight, minimal lines. Now personally, I really love maxi skirts, much more my cup of tea than minis. They can be worn from desk to dinner, and I know they suit my shape well. So I spent a fair old amount of time searching for the perfect skirt to add onto my rail, and I think I found it. I love this skirt. And I'm predicting that this will end up being my most worn piece of the entire season. Now it's been made from a ribbed knit. It sits really high on the waist and then it tapers down to my ankles in one long effortless column. Now it's a style that's really great for anyone who's wanting to elongate their shape and equally very subtly show off your curves. Now it was a little bit pricier than I would normally spend on a skirt. However, I know that I'm going to get that cost per wear down pretty quickly as it's just so very versatile. Now as you'll have seen in this lookbook, I'd wear it with a tank and a blazer, I'd tuck in a gorgeous knit, I would style it with crisp cotton poplin shirts or maybe a silk blouse with ankle boots, knee-high boots, strappy sandals. You get the idea. There are many different ways to style this skirt and I am very happy that I treated myself. Do let me know what you think in the comments section below, but hopefully you love this one as much as I do. Style tip. To really get the best out of this particular trend, the high waist maxis I think are your best option. It'll give you maximum effect while at the same time making you look at least a foot taller. For petites, don't worry too much about the length. A local tailor can really easily make the adjustment. Just find the perfect fit for your body shape and minor alterations like that can be really easily dealt with. Relaxed trousers. Now in this autumn haul to a few classic bestseller pieces that I've seen sell out so quickly again and again, I thought it was about time I added them to my basket. Firstly, these timeless side stripe trousers with a tapered leg and high waist. Now you've actually got a couple of options with these, which I know lots of you are going to be really pleased about. There's black, there's navy, which is what I went for. You've got regular and you've got petite. Hooray! Finally, a brand creating the majority of their pieces for petites too. For me, this sport luxe look pretty much sums up effortless style outfits. First and foremost, I'm really comfortable. I'm not tottering around on heels that I can barely walk in or sized down so much that I can barely breathe. My clothes simply fit me really well. They look like they're tailored to my actual shape. I'm subtly accentuating my best parts, but never overtly so. You can see the quality of the fabrics that I'm wearing without having to feel them, and the combination of the tones together feels really elegant and luxurious. And hopefully you agree the outfit has a laid-back luxe feel to it without looking like I've tried too hard at all. Effortless style can be quite hard to figure out in the beginning, as it's often a feeling rather than a definitive look. But if you follow those tips I mentioned before, it will absolutely help get you on the right track. Now aside from styling those lovely trousers with a cardigan, a t-shirt, a blazer even, I'd also happily style them all cozied up like this, ready for the colder weather but still feeling like I look polished while I'm doing it. Now this was another purchase made from wool with just a little hint of cashmere, and I actually had to force myself not to buy the camel version too. Love them both. But whichever shade you decide to go for, I think it would work beautifully against this timeless pair of trousers. Now I've actually added a couple of bonus ways to wear this pair of trousers over on my Instagram page if you want a little bit of extra outfit inspiration after this video. I'll link that in the description box below. CARAT London. Like I mentioned at the beginning, I feel very lucky to be partnering with CARAT London again for today's video. Now for this autumn lookbook, I wanted to focus on their Gold Vermeil collection, and I actually chose a beautiful set of 3 pieces that all match. So in that spirit, I'm going to share 3 different outfit ideas I would style them with. So I chose the jet ring, the Cindy necklace, and the Stevie bracelet. I also chose one gorgeous pair of hoops, but I'll show you those in a moment. But first, let's take a look at the jet ring. Now, I love that this ring was inspired by 80s female rock legends. Maybe that's what drew me to it in the first place. Made from yellow gold vermeil with this subtle marquee stone in the center, it adds a touch of sparkle without feeling overwhelming. Running with that same theme, the Cindy necklace adds an element of understated cool into the look. I love how you can have it sit quite high. That feels like it really makes a statement. And then the adjustable chain delicately falls down the center of your back. Again, like the ring, you have the slightly wider gold chains connected at the center with that pretty matching marquee stone. And then I have the matching Stevie bracelet. I really like the 4 fine gold chains that are coming off the main link. I think it's such a simple detail, but it's really effective. It just catches the light a little bit as you move. There's a grown-up bohemian vibe to this range that I think is really my style. And as you know, I'm a big fan of the brand, so I know I can always count on them for the quality. And finally, I chose these classic hoop earrings with a little sparkly twist. Now they have these brilliant non-mined cut stones all the way around that certainly give a nod to the fashion trend of adding a little bit of sparkle into your outfit ideas. I tend to wear hooped earrings more than any other style, so I'm imagining these will get more than a few outings from me in the coming months. I'm really grateful to CARAT London for supporting my channel, so please do click the link in the description box below at the end of this video and have a browse of their really beautiful range for yourself. Stunning gifts as always for you or perhaps for those you love. The coat. Whether you prefer your coats tailored, puffer, cropped or draping like a blanket, it's definitely the season to start searching for that perfect winter coat. And thankfully the high street, the independents and the designers have given us so much to choose from. I loved this draped collar coat that I found at H&M, belted camel at Vince, tailored pale pink at Reiss, textured at Whistles, and this ecru shearling jacket has gone straight to the top of my wish list. If only that one was a little bit cheaper. Now, a new addition for this autumn haul that won't break the bank, thankfully, would be this oversized double-breasted coat made from a soft felted wool blend. I really love the exaggerated masculine shape, the heavyweight wool done in this speckled grey herringbone, and actually when you think about the fashion trends this season, the shape of this coat with those wide shoulders paired with something more fitted underneath, I think it really works. In this lookbook, I've styled the coat quite classically with an all black outfit underneath, but this is a sort of polished coat that would visually lift even the most basic staple outfits. Imagine you're wearing a pair of joggers and a hoodie after the gym or the school run. Pop on a coat like this over the top and suddenly you've turned that slightly scruffy look into something much more intentional and elevated. That's a trick I often reach for in winter. If you've chosen your coats wisely, they'll have a habit of turning casual, everyday looks into something far more chic and interesting. Casual style. Next in this autumn haul and lookbook to a couple of pieces that are altogether more casual than the outfits before, but in my humble opinion, no less chic. And I think the main reason these items feel so stylish and put together would have to be because of the beautiful way that they've been made. Now I can honestly say I have never felt a pair of joggers that are so silky soft and luxurious. They're fairly heavyweight too, so it's encouraging this lovely drape to them. High-waisted again, like a lot of the trousers that I've gone for, but with these you have a drawstring at the waist, so you could opt to wear them a little bit lower if you prefer. The half-zip jumper will be a style we'll see a lot of this autumn 2022, and this is such a really standout option from Varley. Like the trousers, it's much more heavyweight than you'd imagine, slightly oversized with this wide zipped collar detail that you could style up or down. Now being one of their classic bestseller pieces, it's now available in no less than 14 different shades, all of which are stunning, so I honestly don't think you could go wrong. Now, as you'll have seen with these outfits, I would wear both pieces quite casually together as separates with jeans or trousers, and even dressed up a little bit and adding maybe a blazer and flats. The tones are all neutral, which enables me to mix and match the outfits much more. And the shapes in those tones feel elegant and really luxurious, but in a subtle fashion, which is just how I like it. Out of interest, do you prefer inspiration for these casual, everyday kind of looks, or perhaps something a little more dressed up, for the office even? I tend to incorporate a little bit of of everything into my lookbook videos, but if the majority of you prefer one or the other, I'm more than happy to share more of that, so just let me know in the comments section below. The blazer. Now, as we talked about last week, blazers are of course a staple for your wardrobe throughout autumn winter. But trend-wise this 2022, they're remaining fairly oversized, albeit with a couple of tweaks. So try and keep an eye out for those sharp shoulders, even more so than before, and you get extra points for any interesting tailoring. So this is a new blazer that I've bought in the stunning shade of mink, which I think illustrates the point perfectly. I opted for the size up, but the tailoring is definitely a standout element. The shoulder pads are subtle, but I think really effective, and altogether it's a much sharper look for blazer outfits this season. In this autumn lookbook, I'm showing how I'd style it pretty casual and everyday just with my jeans, but I'd absolutely be dressing this one up with, say, my new maxi skirt, or maybe dressed down with a relaxed and chic pair of joggers that I will show you in a moment. I think the joy of investing in pieces like this is always that I know I will have it forever. Yes, no doubt it will fade in and out of fashion over the years, but a classic and beautifully made blazer will remain just that, no matter how long you keep it for. Money well spent, in my humble opinion. Style tip. I instinctively seem to push up the sleeves on my blazers, but it does have a great side effect of really elongating your shape. It draws the eye to my smallest area and it gives the appearance of length. Knitwear. Now, you got a sneak peek of this roll neck jumper before, but it's so beautiful, I think it definitely deserves another way to wear. So here you can see I've styled it with the long knitted maxi skirt, and I'm preempting those colder days with my ankle boots and a fedora hat to finish. Now, aside from the yarn composition, which feels really, really snuggly to wear, I love those wide turned back cuffs and the longer length of the jumper. Again, it's been about saving my pennies and buying the nicest quality that I can afford, rather than having, say, 10 jumpers to rotate that will look tired in about 6 months' time. I really want my wardrobe to last, and I think buying this way helps my outfits to look more effortless and natural as a result. I'm also developing a bit of a thing for hats this season. This is now the second fedora I bought for autumn winter, and I'm thinking a much more chic alternative to a brolly. The first one I bought was this wide brim camel version from And Other Stories, and as you can see, it's a slightly wider shape all round to the ecru one. I love both of them, to be honest. I just have to make sure that the circumference of them is wide enough that it will sit over the top of my ears, as they are so sticky outy that it'll just pop over the top, which is not a very attractive look. I'm not going to put it on now because it will just mess up all my hair, but yes, definitely loving my fedoras at the moment and can highly recommend the look. So yes, hats are in, specifically fedora styles, and I do think a lot like a beautiful coat, they really polish off an outfit perfectly. Another outfit with the tailored black trousers that I showed you before would be something like this. Introducing those gorgeous autumnal golden brown tones with my jumper and my handbag. Now, it's still warm enough here for me to style this with my flat sandals, but obviously this outfit could be easily changed up with trainers or ankle boots, depending on what the weather's like where you are. These trousers are available in both the black that I chose and a dark beige tone, which is equally nice. But personally, I was bizarrely short on black trousers, so that was definitely a gap that needed filling in my own wardrobe, and one of those basic styling pieces that you can always reach for. My jumper is courtesy of British brand John Smedley and has been made from the most stunning fine merino knit. It's the perfect weight for the transitional period, and if you've watched my channel for a while, you'll know that it's also the perfect colour for me. Now, when we think about creating that infamous effortless style with your outfits, having that core of those staple pieces in your wardrobe, I would say, is essential. Start with those basics, stick with the neutral tones that you tend to wear the most of, and over time and budget allowing, you can really build it up from there. A wardrobe full of weird and wonderful trend pieces will look outdated very quickly, and there's nothing effortless about fabric that falls apart after one season. Get that core really seamless, both in quality and shapes that really flatter your figure, and the rest will fall into place far more naturally. Stripes. Another autumn jumper I was kindly able to choose from John Smedley was this classic striped version. Now, like the brown before, it's been made from that super fine merino yarn, which is just delightful to wear. I also really like the slightly oversized feel to the main part of it, and yet the sleeves are actually quite tight fitting. It makes a really nice contrast, I think, to my shape. And I especially like the fact that the sleeves are long enough to come halfway down my hands. With sleeves like that, it really elongates your shape. It makes the line appear much more elegant and longer, and of course it's warmer too. It's all about those little details. And once you notice them, you'll really see the difference in your outfits. Now you might have seen it over on my Instagram page. I styled this Breton stripe jumper with a pair of jeans, and that's definitely one outfit that I would probably wear on repeat. But for this autumn haul, I wanted to share something a little more traditionally Parisian looking. Pairing it with my new in wide leg navy trousers from French brand Rose Paris. Now I went true to size with these, and I think they fit like a glove. Plus I found lengthwise they work perfectly with a classic pair of ballet flats. Sometimes I wear these trousers with a belt and I cinch them a little bit higher waisted, and other times I think it's nice to see those belt hook button details and leave them slightly lower. So there's a few different styling options, but the key thing with these trousers, I would say, is definitely the cut. I think they're a hugely flattering, timeless pair of navy trousers, and I like them very much. Coincidentally, actually, if you did see me launch these over on Instagram, they were out of stock at the time that I put that reel on my page, but now apparently they are back in stock and available to buy, so I'll link them in the description box below. Jeans. You might have noticed throughout this autumn lookbook that I keep reaching for this new pair of straight leg jeans. They're new, I absolutely love the shape, and I cannot recommend them enough. In fact, I'd go so far as to say that they are my current favourite pair of jeans. So much so, I think I need to buy them in another colour. And if I couldn't love them even more, they're also made from organic and recycled cotton and are retailing at just £40. Told you they were good ones. So let's start with the fit. I went for my usual size 28, and as you can see, they come up very slightly bigger, which I think really makes the jeans. Now I don't want them to be too skin tight. I like them to look very slightly baggy, but baggy in the right places, which is what I think they do. The high waist is perfectly positioned so it doesn't feel old-fashioned and mumsy, but really flattering and on trend instead. And while the length is long, I can just about get away with it while wearing a small heel. I have coincidentally worn these jeans a lot with flats, and I just do a little bit of a turn up, which I actually like the look of too. I've kept my styling very simple here, so you can really focus on the jeans. But as a happy accident, I think I found my date night outfit for tonight. I just wanted something simple but elevated, something classy but then equally quite laid back, and I think this ticks all the boxes. Tonight we're off for a 12-course taster menu, so I'm going to need something with a little bit of give around my tummy. I'll let you know what that was like next week, but I'm really looking forward to it. If you, like me, think these jeans are perfect for this season, then you've got the small matter of choosing between 28 different colorways. Good luck with that. Don't forget to let me know which ones you went for. Next in this haul, I've actually shopped my wardrobe, or shopped the attic, I should say. Buried amongst the tinsel and endless faulty fairy lights. Why do we keep them all? I do not know. But I found one lovely pair of jeans that I thought I would give another go. And actually, I've developed a newfound love for them. Now, I bought these jeans quite a while ago from Anina Bing, and I put them in a box labelled to sell. But as you can see, they never quite made it onto Vestiaire Collective. And now having a second look at them, I actually think I like them again. Perhaps originally the leg was a little bit too straight for me. I think I was a little bit heavier, so they're coming up a bit looser now. But now I seem to be wearing that style more and more, so I think they're going to work nicely in my wardrobe. So here I've gone for a fairly classic autumn transitional style. Jeans and a tank with a jumper on my shoulders if and when I need it. Not quite ready to put away your sandals just yet? Don't worry. Pair your jeans with a jumper like this and you'll have enough warmth coming from elsewhere that you can still just about get away with baring your toes. So it's worth having a really good search through the items you do have and having a bit of a try-on session in the mirror before you buy anything new this season. I bet there's at least one, possibly two things in there that you'll fall in love with all over again. Thank you so much for watching my autumn haul and lookbook for 2022. I really hope it's given you lots of inspiration of what's out there with the designers, and hopefully you agree, lots of effortless style outfit ideas of how you can style those pieces together. Don't forget to take a look at that stunning new range from CARAT London, my favourite way to add a subtle touch of sparkle into my outfit ideas. And don't forget as well to let me know your favourite outfits in the comment section below. It's always really lovely hearing from you all. Big hugs everyone, have a wonderful week, and I will see you on Sunday. Take care.